Okay, another tricky problem. You're going to see that a lot of them are tricky, but keep working at your strategies here. At a supermarket, pineapple juice sells at $1 per pint, which is, in parentheses, 16 ounces. So 1 pint is 16 ounces. Greg wants to buy 18 40-ounce cans of pineapple juice from the supermarket. How much does he have to pay altogether? All right, so I don't see a total anywhere here, but I do see parts. So I'm going to start my frying pan, get my handle, get my fire under the frying pan. I don't see any kind of total down here yet, but I do have parts, and the parts are units. Units are parts, and I see that I do have cans. Okay, so I'm going to come up here and write the word cans as my unit. Well, do I know if the cans are equal? Yes, they are equal. They are right here. There's 18 of them, and they're 40 ounces each. So one can is 40 ounces. Another can is 40 ounces. A third can is 40 ounces. I'm going to dot that because I don't want to make 18 boxes, but I know that going all the way down to the end, oops, excuse me, all the way down to the end, oh, glitching out, a little glitch with the smartboard, hang tight with me, get this back. What's happened here? Pause it. All right, I think we're back here. Let's see. 18 cans, and each of them was 40 ounces. Okay, now, well, what does that mean? Well, I don't know what that means. Let me see. My pot poo here is part of the total per unit. Okay, so again, part of the total per unit. So I'm going to say to myself, okay, these things here are ounces per can. So then the total must be total ounces. Total ounces. Well, how do I get my total ounces? To get my total ounces, if I don't have a total, go back to your dichotomous key that you printed out, that we printed out, paste it into your journals. If you don't have a total, but you have equal parts, it tells us that we're going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply my 18 times 40. 18 times 40. We're going to do 18 times 4, and then put a power of 10 at the end. 18 times 40 is 720. That's total ounces. I'm still not to my answer yet, because I need to know how much I have to pay altogether. Oh boy. So I need to keep thinking of how this is going to be put all together. Let me go back and create another frying pan so I could see what's happening. Okay, I have a total of 720 ounces. That's my total now. I do have a total. But here, it's telling me that it's $1 per pint. So what am I breaking these ounces into? The unit of pints. Okay, well, are the pints equal? Is the first pint the same as the second pint? The same as the third pint? Now you're going to start to see some of these are not equal in other problems coming down the line. But in this particular case, every pint is 16 ounces. And my pot poo here would be ounces, part of the total, per pint. Part of the total per unit. My unit is pints. This is ounces per pint is 16 ounces. Okay, so that pint is 16 ounces. That pint is 16 ounces. That pint is 16 ounces. Every pint is 16 ounces. I leave 2 boxes at the end, and you'll see why in another second. Do I know how many pints there are? Does it say anywhere how many pints there are? Nope, it doesn't. But what I do know is that I have a total number of ounces, 720. I know that I have equal parts. Okay, I have equal parts. And if I use my dichotomous key, it tells me the operation to use with that is division. So I divide 720 by the 16 equal units. And I see that I get 4, which is 64. Subtract, bring down. I can use a calculator here if I need to. I'm trying to learn how to solve problems more than I'm learning long division, but some of us need practice with long division. That 45 tells me that there's 45 pints. So I could take that question mark away because I now know that there are 45 pints. There's nothing remaining, so I don't need to do anything with extra ounces. Okay, so all of these are 16 ounces. There's 45 pints. Okay, so what do I do with that? I don't need another bar model because the last part of the problem is relatively simple. The last part of the problem says, how much does he have to pay altogether? Well, it's $1 per pint. Well, if I have 45 pints, I'm going to pay a total of $45. Final answer, and I'm done.